wicked increaseth, transgression, when the wicked rule or multiplieth, transgression increaseth, like the scriptures say. Because iniquity shall abound, and iniquity is definitely abounding. Now they're trying to push real hot and heavy the homosexual agenda. I mean, they're just going all out with it. You know, you see in commercials with men kissing men on TV, something you've never seen back in the past. You know, women kissing women. You see it in the videos. You see it in the movies. Iniquity that's just one example of iniquity abounding. Now, at the same time, the love of many are what? Are waxing cold. And that's why people are behaving very nasty to each other. And like this guy is saying, we're about to enter into this summer of violence. Listen some more.
In the next 90 days, as officials say that social media sentiment is beginning to be shown as a predictor to violence that is due to spread across the country. It is increasing in regions everywhere, warns one police source. Violence continues to spiral out of control in and around Washington Square Park, where anti-authority graffiti is being scrawled in one area. A man was beaten and robbed of his communications device. 2 others knifed in a brawl. An elderly cook left bloodied after a vicious morning attack at a diner. The chaos around the Greenwich Village Park left at least 6 injured and a 27-year-old charged with a felony assault. The perps run this town, one disgusted NYPD source told the Post. It is scary to walk around New York City streets, says another. It has gotten so bad that daylight doesn't even scare the bad guys. The pandemonium at the Washington Square Diner began around 9:45 p.m. An unhinged man flew into a rage when he was asked to leave the restaurant. The man, identified by cops as this one individual, allegedly shoved a 77-year-old cook into a plate glass window and then ran off into the park. This is not a singular event. This is something that is happening across the entire United States of America as humans have reached their own breaking point. What you need to do is be prepared for this violence to not...
And that's why the scriptures direct us to be circumspect. You know, the boiling point. People are reaching their boiling point, and it's only going to get worse. If you think it's going to get better, then you're living in the land of fantasy. It's only going to get worse. Remember, iniquity is abounding. The love of many is waxing cold. Let's read Ephesians, the 5th chapter. This is why the scriptures direct us to walk circumspectly. Okay? Ephesians 5:15. See then, this is directed to us that know this truth. See then that ye walk circumspectly, meaning you got to check things out. And that, as we watch this video more and more, you're going to hear this guy pretty much say that. You know, like if you're in a place like a restaurant or a supermarket where there's lots of people, you have to be vigilant. Like he was saying, any minute, or while you're there, any minute, something could jump off. You know, something deadly, you know. So we have to walk circumspectly. All right, be aware. And that's why we try to avoid those places, especially the bars and these clubs and the bars. That is no place that you brothers or you few sisters that watch these videos, that's no place that you should be. Not at all. Okay? See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Why is that? Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. There you go. What more proof do you need? The days are evil. Get ready for a summer of violence. See? But the thing is, we know that we're going to be protected. Okay? But there's no excuse not to be vigilant. We know we're going to be protected. Okay? Let's read the book of Psalms 34 and 7. But nevertheless, we still have to be vigilant. Psalm 34 and 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. So we know we're going to be protected because we know Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but nevertheless, we still have to be vigilant. Let's listen some more.
Not just continue, but to increase in the next 90 days. You need to be ready so that when you go to the grocery store, you know that there is a chance of violence to take place at that store. While everybody else is walking blind to the reality that somebody could come in through the choke point at the front doors and they could control the entire store, You need to be aware of this. You need to know where your children are, where your spouse is.
In other words, we have to be vigilant. And the scriptures direct us to be vigilant. Okay, we just read it in Ephesians 5 and 15. We have to understand the times that we're living in.
Are you there with friends or family? Where are the exit points in the back? Where are places that you can get away while the sheep just sit there idle and don't know what to do? You need to just be ready, be aware of what is happening. That's what preparedness is. It's being aware of reality and preparing to the best of your ability. An increasing pace of shooting or kinetic violence is placing fear into the minds of the unprepared on an official level, as members of Congress and local authorities fear that the United States of America is heading into a, quote, summer of pain. It's very disturbing what we're seeing across the country and the level of...
Did you hear that? A summer of pain for the days of evil.
Kinetic violence that we're seeing across the nation, one individual told reporters. It's disturbing and it's senseless. 2 people were taken out and at least 30 others wounded in a series of events taking place across 3 states in just a 48-hour period. Authorities warned over the week.
You know, in the Apocrypha, it mentions about the insurrection. You know, the insurrection. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can get it. That's somewhere in Esdras. You're going to have insurrection of the people against the government. Okay? There it is right here. And that could precipitate huge amounts of violence. Okay? 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, beginning at the 70th verse. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So the wicked elite of this society, they're going to come against us. Okay? And they're going to come against us, and that's one way we're going to be tested. That's all part of that summer of violence. Okay? So there you go. But, you know, we have faith that Yahweh Shem Yahshua will protect us from the wrath of these devils. As a matter of fact, since I said that, let me get the book of Psalm 124. Yeah, we're in the summer of violence, brothers, and you few sisters that watch these videos. We're preparing our mind to really enter into it. Psalm 124, beginning at the first verse. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, see, he's on our side. Now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us. Now, I just read that in 2nd Esdras. Then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. And that's talking about the top banking families of Esau, which is trying to bring the so-called New World Order. See, we're how you say, we're a threat to their program. Okay, we're the monkey wrench in their plan, so to speak. Okay. Because we're bringing out this truth and we're exposing them. The scriptures say that man of sin shall be exposed. And that's Esau, Edom, beginning with their top banking families. So according to the scriptures, we're exposing them. So we're a monkey wrench in their plans. So eventually they're going to come against us. And it may very well be during this time of the summer of violence. Okay? Then they had swallowed us up quick, but the Lord is with us, remember. When their wrath was kindled against us, then the waters had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul. Right? Then the proud waters had gone over our soul, but blessed be the Lord, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. See? The snare is broken and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, which his name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai, who made heaven and earth. It ain't no damn Jesus. Okay, so we expect to be protected and then delivered. But nevertheless, man, we have to be vigilant to what's coming. Let's listen some more to this guy.
Weekend, that concerns are mounting, that a spike in U.S. violence could continue all the way into the summer and fall after discontent and malcontent toward authority